Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar, and we are going to talk about Mechanix. Now, I got a full disclosure, and so you're getting 30-second story time with Dr. Elizibar, PhD. All right? I was originally sent this PDF back in like September or something of last year. Like, it's been almost a year now, and it sat unread until today. That would be July 26th. Now, Ben did reach out to me last week, and he's like, hey, the book's going to be out in stores. You mind taking a peek at that? So here we are taking a peek at that. So full disclosure, I got sent the PDF for free. If you're wondering why it took so long to read it, it's a simple fact that I don't read as much comic book stuff as I used to. Like even just a year ago, I was like voraciously just devouring things and kind of fell off of that a little bit. And I always seem to have something more higher priority because a book had just come out or a book was about to come out, that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's enough talking about me because you're here for Mechanix by Ben. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. And what is that? Eduardo Natalini? I hope I pronounced that right. Looks like I got that right. Anyway, kind of cool looking cover, right? You got like fireballs and all kinds of stuff coming down. Let's zoom in on some of these cover elements here. You got some kind of ship towing another ship. Got a cool like front piece on the ship. And this is the first thing that kind of like made me go, wait, what? Because it looks like a little kid in a suit of armor. Turns out, that's exactly what it is. All right, scroll down. See, it actually is a little kid. Her name's Keiko, and she lives with her grandpa, whose name is Junpei. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And there's some stuff here in case you're interested in reaching out, or you can just like follow Ben on Twitter. Like he's not hard to find. Dude is around, and he's making books, and his books are usually pretty good. I really liked the first issue of Map Maker, but I never found like a trade or anything to follow up on that from. So I don't know. And his other stuff, his other sci-fi stuff. Let me phrase it that way. Pretty enjoyable. He's a cool dude. So let's look at the future. Tokyo 2062. You got like big block tenement apartments, and then you got this little junky Spanish style thing where we got like green light and bzz, flash. Psh, 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 bzz, oh, you useless tin can. She's like, Grandpa, what's going on? My Japanese is not so good. Isn't Gigi just like Papa? Isn't that what that means? Anyway, what's going on? He's like, this thing handed me the wrong tool. So we're getting a good look at who these characters are. We got like a little kid who is following in her grandpa's footsteps, becoming like a tinkerer, that kind of thing. And she's really protective of the machines. He's really protective of like his job and trying to do stuff right. And you can see the dynamic here. He gets a little salty. She's and he's just like, yeah, okay, fine. So really, she's running the place, even though he's grandpa. It's not that uncommon of a dynamic, man. Because little kids, because they can turn on that right there, can have an outsized influence for their age. Now looking at her, I'm not quite sure how old she's supposed to be based on this art style. Maybe like 10 or something. Not really sure. It's not exactly like he's realistically proportioned over here. But one of the reasons we're going through these early pages is so we can get like a look at their ship, and then boom, I saw this. I didn't realize this was a book about time travel until I got to this panel. Ship stuck in 65 million BC. So she starts doing stuff. He goes off to rescue him, and boosh. And I wanted to get this panel in there because I liked it. That dark blue crackling, like, actually looks pretty cool. I like that the crackling is kind of like flatly colored for each of the lines. At least that's what it comes off when I'm looking at it. It looks that way. See, I think next I want to jump to page 9. Yeah, we're skipping page 8, sorry. Just so you can see the ship. Remember this ship from the cover? With the little angel right there? The, what is that called when they put, a figure like that on the prow of a ship. I don't remember what that's called. It doesn't matter. And so you can see, boosh, it's a towing service. This homeboy, Junpei, runs a towing service, a temporal towing service. Now, I did just read Margaret Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, or something like that, which was a book about time travel. Completely different tone. Nowhere near as cute as this. This book is exuding like fun and adventure. I mean, look, you can see here, we got dinosaurs and stuff. What did they go back to in 65 million BC? You be the judge. Answer. I'm just going to tell you. Never mind. Forget that you be the judge. They went back to see the meteor that killed the dinosaurs, of course. So, they get back. See? Whoosh. They look at the ship. She might have disobeyed orders a little bit. And you can see how the interactions play out. Like, she's here to help him out. And he's worrying about her. Look at that relationship right there. Like, it's good stuff. Now, the other part that I wanted to show here is this panel right here. I don't want to lose you like I lost your parents. So, boom, we have like an overarching story point here of her wanting to find her parents. And that gets revisited multiple times over the course of this book, this graphic novel. Now, of course, we're not just going to leave it off like, that's not it, right? That's not the end of the story. No, sir, that's not the end of the story. Instead, a femme fatale strolls in. Mr. Junpei-san, I presume. My name is Natasha. And you know she's trouble. I mean, look at her. She's wearing a big hat. She's got the sunglasses. She's looking kind of like Carmen Sandiego. It's trouble with a capital T. Sorry about cutting the video right there. Suddenly I had to cough. I don't know why. Anyway, you can see she's here, and she's like, yo, I want to hire you to do some shady stuff. I'm going to take her on to an excursion to the past, but what I really wanted to inquire about was something shady. Something shady. Don't trust the femme fatale. She walks into your store. Don't do it. Unless you're a private investigator and you're in a noir story, in which case you have no choice. You gotta interact with her. But otherwise, don't do it, not even once. Him? He very quickly comes to the conclusion she's trouble, and she's just not having it. And so we go from that to a rollicking, time-traveling adventure. There's a little humor mixed in to keep things lighthearted so that we don't get like too at the shenanigans, at the stuff that's going on. It turns into like, how do I say it without spoiling stuff too much? It becomes a Keiko chasing a heist movie. I think that's a good way to put it. A temporal heist movie. And there's, like I said, there's a little bit of humor here. Like, she's like getting ready to do some stuff. She's finding things. Where is it? Oh, she's frustrated, angry. Search. Stonk. Having had something fall on me before, I know exactly the sound effect that they're talking about right there. Stonk indeed. We're going to jump to page 44 just to show you that, you know, there really is like some time travel stuff going on here. Plus, our femme fatale looks great in these Renaissance era Florentine clothes here. Looks great. Oh, I didn't notice when I was reading this before. The N's are backwards in the font. I totally didn't notice that. Is that just because she's Russian? That must be because she's Russian. That's a fun touch. I like it. But she looks gorgeous in that right there. A+. The art in this book that I've been showing off is kind of cute, kind of fun. It's not too serious looking. It doesn't try to take itself too seriously. There's some stakes here that are pretty high. There's some danger. There's some menace. There's action. There's adventure. There's exploration. There's mystery. But the art style keeps things light. That way you don't get bogged down. It really helps out with the humor. The little bits of it that are interspersed throughout the book. It's very punchy and fun. And overall, you know, I got to say, I had a lot of fun reading Mechanix. I'm glad I got sent this PDF so I could do this review. Because I enjoyed it. It was a blast to read. I read it really quick too, man. I was just devouring this page after page. I was like mad scrolling. Like, let's go up to the top. Let's do some mad scrolling. You with me? So I'm like scrolling through, and I'm like, oh man, ooh, look at that. And then get down next set of panels. Ooh, yeah, through the fuselage. Oh, sorry. Ooh, yeah. Like I was just eating this book up, man. Like you give me this book and a big spoon, and I'm just shoveling it in, one inky panel at a time. So I totally dug Mechanix. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that Ben said it was going to be in stores tomorrow, so you should check that out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.